time.
Graffiti
And ask me if you need anything.
art is
I'm
not
here to help.
tolerated per Sidonia City Ordinance 5.82.
Cool. That's what we... Sounds like a plan. Come back anytime.
Got something on your mind, love? Then spit it out.
Broken Spear's upstairs. Go drown yourself there. This bar's for devil's vets and their kin.
Doc Walker? Well, you're barking up the wrong...
Andy, you. Why don't you come here and tell me what some Vanguard captain wants with Walker? Stray topsider wanders into my bar asking after a man like Percival Walker. Raises questions. What do you want with him? What? Someone give him the keys to a battle cruiser? Look, you can make up whatever crazy story you want, but you should forget about Percival. Stop. Even if I did know where he was, I'm not telling some stray I don't know from a... Huh. Maybe there is something you can do. Percival's got this debt put on him by the Trade Authority. You make that go away, prove you're a friend of him and the rest of us devils, and... well, I'm always inclined to help a friend. Red Devils were the meanest Marine unit the UC Navy ever had. Couldn't get in if you hadn't done at least one stint as a Martian Dusty. Made us tough, reliable. It's why they chose us as the handlers for the UC xeno-weapons. No other unit could handle that pressure. Percival, though, he wasn't a grunt like all of us. Science officer. Made sure the monsters behaved themselves around the Devils, and didn't with everyone else. But it was those monsters that did us in. When the colony war ended and the armistice came down, everything associated with xeno-weapons got shelved. Red Devils included. Now they're just a memory. Me? Nah. Infantry officer. But my grunts deployed alongside the things. Never seen anything like it. Before or since. Monsters from the darkest corners of the Black, rampaging across the battlefield. Can understand why they banned them. Brutal. Armistice hurt us more than most, but... wow. Wasn't all bad that came out of that agreement. Well, the most straightforward way to take care of this debt would be to just saunter up to the Authority and pay him direct, if you've got credits to throw away. Of course, rumor is the Trade Authority keeps all their records and collections files on a central server inside their storeroom. If someone was to break in there and adjust Percival's debt to something a little more reasonable, say a few hundred credits, I'd be happy to cover the costs. And I look forward to hearing the good news.
Caution. Subterranean participants. Be advised to secure this article and find stable ground. Remain seated in the event of unforeseen traffic.
Heard you talking with Lou, so you're going to help Dr. Walker?
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, no, I mean, I've got my suspicions, but look, you're planning to help Percival, right? Oh, good, good. Percival's a good guy. Listen, I know how you can do it without having to resort to any B&E. Aqueous hematite. Mars is full of it. People think it's just garbage, but Percival and I, we've been working on some projects in the deep mines. At least when he wasn't slaving away at his Trade Authority contract. But we stumbled on a way to make it useful and profitable. You give our research over to Octai at the Trade Authority, it should more than cover Percival's debt. That guy's always looking for an angle. Well, yeah. We were never able to finish the research. Spacers moved in and ran us out. Started setting up shop. But if you can clear them out, I can walk you through how to finish the research. Then you can give it over to the Trade Authority. They'll get folks working in the deep mines again. Jobs come back, I become a modern-day folk hero. Then I don't have to sleep on an inflated spacesuit anymore. Biggest employer on Mars has always been Deimos Star Yards. After the Colony War, Armistice meant they needed a lot fewer warships. Fewer ships meant fewer minerals. That meant a lot of folks scrounging for work around here. A bunch of parasites and cutthroats. They're folks from the fringes of space, willing to put down anyone who tries to move in on what they've decided is theirs, even when it ain't. Strange this group would pick Mars as a new home. Sure, we're not downtown New Atlantis, but there are places where they'd be bothered less than here. My guess is the authority tipped them off when they heard we were working down there, and cut off what they thought was the competition, you know? Great. So access to the deep mines can be found outside the city. It's not far. Shouldn't even need to hop back in your ship. We'd set up right near the main drill. Taking out the spacer leader should get the message across to the rest of them to buzz off. Once you've managed that, phone up here on the comms panel, and I can walk you through finishing the research.
It is now safe to resume normal activity.
Reminder, Gable Star Yards has declared next Friday a work holiday as commendation for your hard work. This message is over 3 years old. Hello, stranger. I am No. What can I do for you? I can make general announcements and relay messages from one registered miner to another, and I can report about local news. All news and information has been supplied by employees of Deimos's mining operations. I also have been programmed with a limited selection of jokes, but I have been told to warn you, they are not good. Don't forget, this month's target goals have been increased by 5%. Failure to meet your new goal may result in termination of your current contract. Good thing you do not work here. Sorry, you must be an employee of Deimos Star Yards to access the messaging function, and you are not. No doom with this quake. A helpful reminder that subterranean particle fracking has resumed after its recent hiatus. Residents and workers alike are encouraged to heed the warning announcements and brace themselves for any turbulence when the blasts go off. Thankfully, you can rest easy knowing that detonations no longer occur at all hours of the night. Feel free to toss your alarm clocks, however, because they resume bright and early every morning. Why did the snowman need a moist towelette? Because his arms were sticky. Goodbye.
Mining's fair work. You can't take it all so seriously, I always tell my mates. We're pulling rocks out of the ground, not building spaceships.
It is also advised to use only approved ship landing pads, as the UC Marines are not responsible for...
Welcome. Nice to meet you. Name's Trevor. Mining Director for the Deimos Mining Project here in scenic underground Sidonia. I could spare a minute or two to chat. So long as you're not looking for mining work, I suppose. Argos, huh? Yeah, I've heard of them. That's great, but yeah, unfortunately all our mining contracts are filled right now.
Unless... maybe you could help me out with a job. Off the books.
Great! I promise it's nothing that'll get anyone in any kind of trouble. See, you might have noticed that our equipment ain't exactly holding together like it used to. Problem is, we can't get new equipment unless we start exceeding our quotas, and we can't do that until we get new equipment. A real dilemma, right? I've got a plan for solving our little problem, though. Okay, glad you're still on board. First, I need someone from the outside to bolster our yields so we can prove that we can exceed our quota. I'll fill you in on the rest of the details after you've hauled up some more. One standard quota should do. I need to know I can trust you with the easy stuff first. When you've got enough, drop it off in the bin over there for processing. Then come see me.
Subterranean particle detonation imminent. Be advised to secure loose articles and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen tremors. Detonation occurs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity.
Not having any trouble mining the ore, are ya?
Layla's been going on about the heart of Mars again. Is she gonna give it a rest?
Only employees of Deimos Staryard's mining division are authorized to mine resources in and around Sidonia. It is your civic duty to report any
Hey there.
unauthorized mining
You a new
to
hire?
Sidonian security.
I thought all our positions were full. How about that? Well, if you're interested in mining, I could talk your ear off. Anyway, I'm Andres. Nice to meet you. Something else I can help you with?
Heart of Mars? Oh, you best not get mixed up in that. I'm not gonna stop you, but don't tell me I didn't try to warn you. Nothing good can come of it.
About 15 years now. It's good work, good money. Only problem is that it keeps me away from my family. They live well, but I hardly see them. Who knows? Maybe this is the year I let my contract renewal lapse and I finally retire. Let's just say that I've made enough here to retire early if I wanted to, and do something else with my life. Still not sure that's what I want yet, though. Other operations? I'd probably have to put in another 10, 15 years to get to where I am today. Deimos seems to prioritize its employees, which is a nice change of pace from the industry. Just for mining, not work entirely. I think about it every time my contract comes up. See, I'm quite a few systems away from my family. I get to see them whenever I get the chance, but it's hard watching my kid grow up without me. And it's not easy on his mom either. I'm conflicted because the job pays so well, and I want to earn enough so that my kid never has to do what I did to make ends meet. Yeah, I know. It's gonna take some real soul searching to figure it out. I have a feeling it's gonna be one of those cases where whatever I choose, it'll be the right decision, and yet the wrong decision all at once. Time will tell. Okay, bye.
hold on there. Are you supposed to be down here? You could get hurt without proper safety training. Oh, Argos. Didn't know anyone actually survived their operations. Nah, I'm just messing with you. I know Argos. They're good people. Their safety record's actually pretty good. Stand to beef up their security, I hear. But that's neither here nor there. I'm Salmon. Not Sammy, not Sam, Salmon. I don't do nicknames. I've been with Deimos for what seems like forever. So what I'm saying is, if you have questions, no one here knows these mines better than I do. All I know is that it's bad news. And if you go out looking for it, you're gonna have a bad time. Seriously, just trust me on this one. Forget you heard anything about it and move on. It's not worth your trouble. Yeah, I get it. I'm old. To answer your question, though, no. This is the life for me, and I'm gonna do it until I'm dead or can't do it anymore. Whichever comes first. Not much. Been mining this rock for longer than anyone. Going on 30 years now. And before you ask, I don't talk about my life before that. I do, and it's gonna stay that way, since I don't have any reason to trust you yet. Later.
Live where you work. Tired of commuting from distant systems to Sidonia every day? Lux Condominiums has premium apartments available to rent.
Character to be a minor.
Whether you need single, double, or family occupancy.
Sidonia, what? No. She's never told me about it. Hold on. Is there some big thing everyone knows about that they're just keeping from me? Probably think I can't keep a secret. Fine. I don't want to have anything to do with their stupid Mars harp or whatever it is anyway. My story? My story is that I don't like people asking what my story is. I'm just messing. But really, I don't want to talk about myself. What? Standing around pointing a cutter at some rocks all day? It sucks, but it's easy, so whatever. Oh, way better than my last job at Chunks, though. Smell you later.
I'm not really in the mood to talk right now.
Didn't think we had any new miners on account of the positions being full up. Oh, I wasn't worried. Concerned, maybe. Because we haven't had any positions open for a while. And some friends of mine were turned away recently. I just want to make sure nothing funny was going on. Anyway, I'm Layla. When I'm not mining, I'm tinkering with Gnome, our unofficial mascot. I fill that computer brain of his with all sorts of nonsense and announcements. Of course, if you're here to chat, I'm always happy to talk shop. Especially if you're interested in talking about the heart of Mars. This is only my second contract, so I think I've been here for, 4 years now. It's great. I love it here. I'm working on getting those red eyes that are all the rage these days, you know. You'll hear a lot of these other chumps complaining about Sidonia. They say it's boring or dangerous or whatever. Look, I come from an ice planet. These people have no idea what they're talking about. Sidonia is practically paradise compared to where I grew up. Very funny. Who sent you to ask? Was it Rivka? No, she seems to know what she's doing. I bet it was Hank, wasn't it? He always acts like he's top dog, but we all know he couldn't mine his way out of a wet paper bag. Yes. I remember that about you. You must work for a rival company. Well, if you think I'm going to divulge trade secrets, you got another thing coming. No, don't worry. I won't report you to management. We've all been there. But I'm not going to help you either. I like this job. I don't have any intention of losing it over something like this. Yeah. Noam's been down here forever. He's also been broken forever. Can't actually walk or do work, and we don't have it in the budget to fix him. No one's had the heart to junk him, but when I started, I gave him new purpose. I programmed him to tell us local news and announcements. I modeled his responses after my own sarcastic sense of humor. It proved to be popular, so I did what any aspiring comedian would do and gave him a bunch of stupid jokes to tell. People love it. Or at least that's what they say. Why? I mean, who wouldn't want cool blood red eyes? It's kind of a badge of honor thing around here. People know you're hot stuff when you got red eyes. Also, it freaks people who don't know about them. Except for little kids. They always seem to think it's awesome. Either way, it makes for fun social gatherings. Oh, so you're interested in the heart of Mars, are you? Word is there's a cave out in the Martian wastes with a gleaming node of the purest titanium ore you've ever seen. It's worth quite a lot of credits, but some say the heart of Mars is cursed. Hundreds have gone in search of it, never to return, and every one of them met a grisly fate. Maybe, just maybe, you could be the first to succeed, though. You know, if you think you got what it takes. No judgment if you're too scared. Fair question. I'm not really the adventurous type, to be honest. And frankly, I don't need the money. So, I don't really feel the need to involve myself with the prospect of a potentially deadly cursed chunk of titanium. Because in Roman mythology, Mars was the god of war. His heart is cold, but tough like titanium. One of the miners started calling it that long ago, and the name stuck. Seems fitting enough. What? No. I mean, maybe the cursed part isn't real, but who am I to say? Look, I told you what I know. You can either choose to believe me or not. All I can say is that if you manage to find it and avoid the curse, you'll be a legend around here. I know cursed rocks and all. I don't know for sure if it's really cursed, but it's probably still dangerous out there, so be careful. I'll give you location of the cave. Good luck. Leaving already.
Deimos Staryard acknowledges the efforts of its citizens to make our city a happy and productive place to work. Thank you for your daily contributions to our... prosperity.
I hope you've got your own ladder. I don't have any to lend out.
Hey! Haven't seen you around here before. Did you just move in? Oh, yeah? Word gets around, I guess. Well, if you got a way to get off world, then maybe you can help. I found out recently that my favorite book series, Dragonstar Force, had a very limited initial run. I really want to collect all the first editions, but it's hard for me to get them shipped all the way out here. I already tracked down Volume 1. Could you go buy it and bring it back here for me? I'll pay you back, of course. Plus, you know, extra for your trouble. You will? Wow, you're the first person to actually agree to do it. Thanks. Like I said, I'll make it worth it to you. You won't regret it.
Caution. Subterranean particle transmission. Be advised to secure this article and find stable ground. Remain seated in the event of unforeseen.
Landing gear's ready.
Dad, have you ever tried Aurora?
Well, yeah, not in a long time, sweetheart. Not since you were born.
What was it like?
Terrible.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied with the results.
Hello, and welcome back, Mr. Tofik. I am aware that this is your... eighth visit to our resort. Your repeat. Patronage is much appreciated. Is there any assistance I may offer you today?
Hey there.
You'd think we'd be a prime target for pirates, but they know to stay away for the most part. We've got some of the best private security in the
Welcome to Paradiso Gift Shop and Convenience. Feel free to look around, but don't break anything or you've got to buy it. And before you ask, there aren't any discounts, So don't even try to eggo with me. No. Ugh. You people always think that just because we're some French planet and not part of the free stars or whatever, that we're happy to eggo for everything. I wouldn't even care, honestly. But I take it out of my pay if any money's missing, so no. No discount. Why would I? I have to sell overpriced crap to rude, obnoxious tourists all day. My uncle works for the Paradiso board. When he said he could get me a job here, I expected an executive-level job, not this. But it's not all bad. I don't have to worry about getting fired, and I live in Paradiso for free. Now, can I get you something, or are you going to keep asking questions about my life? Mm-hmm. That is what we do here. Sell things. Have fun out there. We've got stuff. If you... Ugh. There you go.
There are many stories.
Do you ever get songs stuck in your head? Sometimes I have to make up my own songs just to get ready.
Oh, it is gonna be great to have that Dragon Star Force book in my collection. Oh, did you find the book, Dragon Star Force Volume 1, The Heroes of the Dragon Star? Wow! I can't believe you actually went and got it for me. I really appreciate you helping me out. here's something for your trouble. Did you know they filmed one of my favorite movies right in the middle of the plaza down below? It just was... There are worse ways to live. I got my movies, my games, my books. What else is there? Ooh, yeah. I'm probably not the best person to ask about this. I mostly stay inside. Watch movies, read books, and hang out with my friends. But there's a couple of bars around here. One's for the mine workers and one for everyone. Some people like hiking around Mars. It's a cool planet for that, I hear. People just kind of make their own fun here. New Atlantis, this ain't. What's that supposed to mean? But just because I look like I couldn't bench press a stick of raw spaghetti, I don't fit in here? Nah, just kidding. I got some issues that prevent me from working, and modern medicine could only help so much. I was offered an experimental treatment, and unfortunately, instead of getting cool superpowers, I got more medical conditions. But it's okay. They offered me this condo and set me up with enough money to get by without working. I live pretty well, all things considered. I'm bored? Are you kidding me? I got more entertainment at my fingertips than I'll ever finish, even if it takes forever to get to Sidonia. I don't think I'll ever be bored, and I'm certainly not going to waste my life working if I don't have to. I try not to let it get me down. Right now, I'm just focused on living the best life possible. I may have been dealt a shit hand of cards, but I decided to say, screw that! I'm gonna play however I want instead. Though some things would be easier if I wasn't bound to my home. Well, I don't have the kind of money to pick up and leave. And otherwise, I kind of like it in Sidonia. My friends live here. Yeah, I get some credits every month, but I'm no millionaire. Besides, I share my money. I blow it all on games, movies, comics, books, and other stuff for me and my friends. I feel like it's better to spend it now. Create good memories for us. Yeah, thanks. You too. Nice to have visitors. Yeah, I recently saw 2 Dates for Darla 4. It was hilarious. Even better than the first. I recently binged a bunch of older flicks from before people left the system. A lot of them still hold up. The Radical Adventures of Jim and James. Yeah, it's super old, but it still made me crack up. I saw a cool horror movie called That. Just That. Scared the crap out of me. Something wrong? Oh, there was this live-action movie adaptation of an old animated show. Oh, it was so bad. My friends and I almost died laughing. We had to stop like 3 times just to catch our breath. Hey, have you ever seen Das Raumschiff? Everyone says it's amazing, but I don't know. It seemed kind of boring to me. It just goes on and on and on. I accidentally started watching this sports movie because it was on and I was too lazy to change the channel. It's about this underdog team full of losers. It goes on to win the championship. You know the one I'm talking about? Anyway, it wasn't bad. Oh, tracked down another volume of Dragon Star Force. I'd definitely appreciate it if you could help me out again. Oh, this means a lot to me. You won't regret helping me out.
The city of Sidonia is proud to be a pillar of support.
Not a lot of kids here. Sometimes you've got to make your own fun.
If you wish to sign up for military service.
Not a lot of work for someone like me around here, but it's okay.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. And we're done. Feel free to land.
We're locked in and landing.
Captain, hello. I am satisfied to see that you survived your most recent sleep cycle. Greetings, Captain. Am I currently... Goodbye.
Construction is a dead industry.
Welcome to Gagarin. Your ship needs fuel?
Jobs aren't coming
Repairs?
back. But Reliant
Anything I
Medical,
can help you with?
Arkmite and Satori Mills.
Looks to me like you've already in pretty...
We were just hoping Gagarin could show the same dedication in return.
I'm sure you can find something.
Every time you want to run a tour group through here.
Our investor visits are the key to making Gagarin a place that works again. A place where people want to live again.
People are living here just fine. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have security work to get back to.
I'm sorry, but if this isn't directly related to Reliant Medical business, you should really schedule an appointment.
If you have any problems, you should talk to Chief Pretorius. She'll help you out.
Someone painted some choice words on the front of the Arkmite factory the other day. Their robots took it down pretty quick, though.
Welcome to Clint's. Whatever you need, I'm sure I've got it lying around somewhere. Except mech parts. Don't trade those anymore, so don't waste your time asking. Well, for one, it's illegal in UC space. Making mech platforms used to be Gagarin's bread and butter. So, since they were banned in the armistice, I get 1 to 2 folks a month asking what kind of relics I might have lying around. But I'm not about to risk a contraband fine at my age, so that's why I just lay it out up front. Refurbished a lot of the pieces myself. Gagarin. It was a military town until the end of the Colony War. Mechs were our specialty. Everyone always blabbers about Mars making the highest performance machines. But if you needed a system that wouldn't let you down in a pinch, you piloted a Gagarin. But that all dried up when the mechs were banned with the armistice. Now, we've got these new firms coming in. Arcmite, Centauri Mills. Claim they're here to revitalize the city. Which is funny, since their employees refuse to step foot in most of it. Plenty on offer.
Do you have a ship?
Lost? Trick to the catwalks, just keep turning right. You'll get where you're going eventually.
Condos aren't anything special. Plenty of people on the road.
Used to think I was Vanguard material.
Not a lot of kids here. Sometimes you've got to make your own fun.
Oh, wow. I can't wait to get that book. Did you get it? I don't know. We may have to agree to disagree. There's no need for any of that. Sure, we can work something out. Okay. I guess it's the least I could do for making you go out of your way to find it for me. Now that I got that first edition, here's my other copy of the book for you to read. Thanks again. Did you know they filmed one of my favorite movies right in the middle of the plaza down below? Just one scene, but yeah, cool, right? Oh, tracked down another volume of Dragon Star Force. I'd definitely appreciate it if you could help me out again. Oh, this means a lot to me.
Only employees of Deimos Staryard's mining division are authorized to mine resources in and around Sidonia. It is your civic duty to report any unauthorized mining to Sidonian security.
Most visitors can't wait to get off this rock.
We got lots of stuff. Just ask.
Always nice to kick back and look at the earth.
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. They'll cause plenty of havoc if left unchecked.
Captain. It is pleasant. How can I be of service, Captain? Good day, Captain.
What is it? I have been curious. I know that your role in Constellation was thrust upon you in an unusual way. But that experience does not demand that you stay. You could have delivered the artifact and then left. Why do you stay? They are dedicated in their cause. This is rare and admirable, I think. My past is complicated. And anyone in Constellation will tell you I do not speak much of it. But my family always stressed the importance of having a purpose in life. You must have a reason for being.
That room of yours better be clean next time I go in there.
I'll get to it, Dad. I promise.
This ain't my getting around to it tone. You understand?
Ugh. Fine, okay. I'm going.
This group of people, who by rights would never associate with one another, has come together for a common cause. That is impressive on its own, before considering the magnitude of the work they have undertaken. The possibilities it holds. Fun is not a consideration. I am not saying I am incapable of it, it just should never be a priority over other things. When I first came to New Atlantis, I was shocked at how many people go about their business every day like drones. They do their jobs, eat their food, sleep in their beds, all seemingly without concern for anything around them. Complacent. Their experience is so different from much of the settled systems. They do not know how good they have it. There is no struggle to survive here. No great risk in daily life. I'm sure you have seen for yourself that is not the case for much of the settled systems. Hostile environments, dangerous creatures, not to mention the threats posed by other humans. None of that touches these people. I think if there is no struggle, people can forget what living really means. Purpose cuts through adversity. I know that all too well. And these people seem to have no idea. I have. There have been times where I wondered whether it was worth it. My family is unique within the settled systems. I grew up outside the bounds of the United Colonies, or the Freestar Collective. My parents, and their parents before them, did not believe anyone outside our family could be trusted or relied upon. You can imagine, I am sure, how existence without ties to others is challenging in space. They believed, and still do, that anyone who was not part of our family did not share our values, our goals, and was ultimately a potential threat. My time in the settled systems has mostly led me to agree with them. It has certainly proven valuable. Saved me. A few times, without question. For now, though, it would seem you and I have found purpose in Constellation. I believe that is enough. I am pleased that we have common cause, and have enjoyed our time together. Thank you. Yes, you need me? Of course. Are you ready?
Read any good books lately?
I don't know about you, but a fella could do a lot worse in Constellation.
Sometimes it seems the UC does not remember. Its history is tied to this place. Ah, hello. What have you got for me? Is that it, then?
you require my assistance?
We are triumphant. Your death. Gonna take more than that! Die. what you might find in their pockets. Remain alert. Best to assume we have not seen the last of these spacers.
Yes, try it!
Get it started!
Can't take much more! I will have your head! Best not to leave anything useful behind. Did you need some? Need to see what I'm carrying? So, yes. Goodbye. have anything of value? Yes. If I can take a few things, I will. Goodbye. Miners' quarters ahead, perhaps? Filled with more spacers, no doubt. Before we are discovered.
Here you are! Take this! Get out of here!
Hey.
Spoils of victory. Hopefully they amount to something.
Found you!
Last mistake you'll make.
What did you need? A good team always shares. That is all? Very well.
Go ahead. Leave, coward.
No way we can get through this. The caves in the back might be a suitable alternative. Not all of the resources have been stripped out of these caves, it seems.
care of the spacers, huh? Good. Now to finish off the research, you're gonna need to collect a sample of hematite to run through the thresher. Grab a laser cutter and head back to the chamber where you came in. Once you've got a sample, Thresher's the big machine in the next room. Passcode to start it is Ares 2330. Take care of all that, and we'll have Percival's name cleared in no time.
Trying to take a little too much on. Literally. All set? Good. You can take the elevator in that room back to the surface. There should be a key stashed in the thresher room if the spacers didn't make off with it. I'll be waiting at the circle.
If there's anything you need... Ah, yes, we are done. Soul system would be abandoned otherwise. Crime's at an all-time low around.
Do you imagine anyone actually enjoys living here? I simply cannot.
You've got the slate. Let me see. Reduced joint wear? Oh, increased lifting capacity. A dose of this stuff could make a miner way more efficient. This formula's gotta be worth at least as much as whatever Percival owes. Okay, so here's what you do. Tell Octai and the Trade Authority you found a business proposal that will make miners more efficient, higher yield, synergy, you know, all that business crap. And that you'll trade it to him for clearing Percival's debt. You good at doing pitches and stuff like that? You can try if you feel confident, but I didn't want to push our luck. Besides, if that drug gets big, I think everyone benefits. So, you think you can sell him on it? Aw, this is gonna be great. Oh, and here, a copy of the formula for yourself, in case you ever want to try maximizing your own industrial output. Oh, use that if you can. Good luck.
If you're gonna use the elevators or stairs to reach the other levels, try to keep them clean. I hate filing.
Although no one was injured except the tracker's target, this newest spate of violence has renewed the call for stricter regulation of the Trackers Alliance.
Take your time, and ask me if you need anything.
Was there something else? I'm never one to turn away an opportunity, but I'd be curious what you think you've uncovered in the Martian market that others have missed.
Aqueous hematite, iron and wastewater. Well, I'm not surprised no one has proposed something like this before.
And exactly what does this new drug of yours do? An interesting proposal, if your data pans out. But where's this hematite coming from? The active mines would be too expensive to retool. The deep mines could be an option, but they're full of spacers, or so I've heard. Well now, that is intriguing. A completely untapped resource pool, and the sort of utility every mining firm in Sidonia would be clamoring to get their hands on. We could contract out all the actual lab work, bring on one of the hungrier mining concerns for materials, the licensing fees alone. And think what it would do for our image with the general populace. This mine, reopened, thanks to the Martian Trade Authority. Very interesting indeed. And what do you want for the rights to this drug?
This is a promising find, certainly. I can see us granting a generous finder's fee in exchange for handing it over. Was that it?
Dr. Walker's debt. Consider it cleared. Well, it would seem we have a deal then. Here, your finder's fee. We'll just be taking that slate before you have any second thoughts. It was a pleasure doing business with you, Captain.
In order to avoid injury, please report any spills or unsafe conditions on the upper level.
Send on your
Department of Public Works.
We got lots of stuff. Just that.
Cool.
Yo, stay good out there.
The red eyes are some badge of honor, I take it? They would be difficult to conceal.
Did you now? Fine work. My end of the bargain then, I suppose. He's holed up in the old Red Devil's HQ. Place was sealed up tight after the UC shuttered our unit, but we snuck him in the back entrance through the deep mines. Was also going to warn you about spacers down there. But it sounds like you might have already tossed those drakes. Yeah, the passkey. And I'll let him know there's someone he owes one hell of a thank you on their way down.
You should give Percival my best when you see him.